I'll tell you what. Well, first of all, what's going on, my fellow cultivators? Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Wednesday as well as a whole, as well as y'all enjoying y'all Wednesday night. Yeah, I just hope y'all enjoy yourselves completely. But let me just say, yeah, I pretty much saw that out coming. I saw that end coming. Yeah, they were gonna give it back to Sammy Guevara, and I guess that buries the what that Cody doesn't give back to others. He just buries talent, sorta, I guess. Or y'all, you know, see y'all. If people still want to say, the people that have been saying that Cody's been burying talent. Well, he didn't go. He didn't go over here. He didn't go over this match. So how exactly is that burying other young and talent in general? So yeah, I was pretty. Well, I was a bit because I do get when I don't pay attention, I don't get. I do get a bit of surprise coming into this when I saw it as the opener. But yeah, I just realized that because they pretty much done this before, regarding Adam Page and Daniel Bryan. So I should have saw this coming, of course. So they start off with the opener with this. Wow, yeah, it had its moments, especially with the cutter right off the ladder to the air. That was pretty niche. That was nice. I like that. And yeah, this was a great match. This is a very great match. Sad that there was no real you know if you really, for the ones that really cares about regarding wrestling, about it, a story going into it, whichever, and really no hype or interest regarding around going into it. So yeah, I want to say that for me also. Yeah, sad that that it had no a bit of a disappointment that it had no real story going into it. So yeah, but nonetheless, yeah, it was a great match. But if they actually paid attention and they, worked on and actually put well within growth instead of garnering more talent. I'll talk about that much later, but apparently Johnny Gargano is supposed to show up because it's in Cleveland, Ohio. That's why he's been trending all day. So yeah, apparently that's why people are speculating if he's going to show up in AEW once again. So whether he does or not, I'll talk about it. Too. I'll probably even get a short clip, but well, even before this, but yeah, for actually focusing on their promotion and their growth, and actually when it comes to their wrestlers, and their characters and stories, as far as them as a company, instead of that, and they want to throw countless shot after WWE. So, well, this was a great match. I'll give it that. Like I said, they have great wrestling, but I've seen great wrestling, and but they're far better matches than this. But I'll still give it to them. I ain't gonna be, super grouchy grouch. I'll give it to them. So here you go, right there, giving it 3 stars, because that was what a match that was too. So gotta give props where it's due. But like I said, one more thing. Going into this, like it could have had at least a little bit more story, or some type of hype going into it. But no, no stories and no character development for AEW. No, 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 just wrestling. And like I said, good match. You know, nothing around it whatsoever. So I didn't, I couldn't completely care much about it. But they still got the job done. They still want this when it comes to regard Hobbs and Ricky Starks, and because now they have they have them both feuding with Dante. And well, not Leo, because Leo Rush is not there anymore. He's pretty much leaving, so I guess it's just Dante, and they've been feuding. Like I give a fuck what's been going on between these two or anything like that. There's no like real interest and intrigue. Like I said, there's been like WWE gets shitted on. Like I said, that's warranted. But it's like when it comes to AEW and their shortcomings, nobody wants to, say that. Yeah, what it like it's like a majority, especially of course on Twitter, but it's like the majority. Nobody wants to really admit that when it comes to AEW and their shortcomings, and it's like I said, man, it's like if they like instead of focusing on 24/7 yakking on and having the having Vince's grapefruits, shoving constantly down their throats, then and actually add and focus and actually you can get bit like more others garnered into and put more focus on other stories and actually do something more with CM Punk and MJF, then yeah, you wouldn't have so much people talking shit about you, or they would your company would actually be much more booming. But it's like, nope, they don't give a fuck about that. And I don't give a fuck what's going on. What Ricky Starks and now Ricky Starks and Dante. It's completely. It's like whatever the fuck this is. I don't give a fuck about it. Like I also forgot to mention that as they was talking about Dante much more. Now he wants to issue one. Ricky Starks just issued a like for next week too, match with Jay Lethal. Oh, now y'all want to get to start to actually use him because we haven't been like like we haven't seen him since what damn near a month now. He hasn't been on TV. And people say, "Oh, he can't be like actually USA yet because we gotta use that whole bitch about deal about younger talent and they have to be used. So fuck out of here. Like you have other talent, they using other older talent. So I'm not trying to hear that retarded ass argument. It's like they like finally they want to use Jay Lethal. This is a fucking complete fucking joke. But the Wardlow, like I saw also said before. Yeah, it seems like they're also finally building Wardlow's being actually properly built into one of those powerhouses like muscles on top of muscles, real mounted men. So yeah, I like it. I like where he's going, and I like how he's being properly. At least something is right when Wardlow's being when it comes to Wardlow being properly used. So I don't know because it could be fucked up in the long run. So, but yeah, I just like we'll see. I just like to see where it's going. So and I'm liking all of it so far. The kind of run he's on, he reminds me, a little bit of a younger Brock Lesnar. So, yeah, and I like what I'm seeing. So, it was excited to see going forward. I like how he's being built up right now. Well, at least they finally did something, I guess, if you can call it anything. So, yeah, well, he kind of did confront Spears. Well, after, yeah, but kind of behind, when he attacked him. But yeah, like I said, I pretty much like said it pretty much still turned out to be more of the same of them just throwing verbal insults and slightly mentioning his almost turning it into a situation where they almost mentioned WWE again. I said like, oh man, they like I said it before also, but I'll say it again too. Like they could have really it could have been like something more than this other than them just attacking him finally, and they're coming face to face and just putting hands on each other, and doing something like to really put the story on a bigger pedestal. But it's like, yeah, they could have actually done something going forward in this feud. I mean, they finally have. We already know that was coming. The match, of course, but it's like they could have actually. I feel like they wasted weeks and weeks on verbal wars and just mentioned in the WWE and just talking about CM Punk's career and where or whether MJF is just you know a lesser famous Miz and everything like that. Yeah, I feel like they could have really, like I said, before, they could have just they could have took the feud in a much darker, much more grittier tone. But it's like they just played they completely played it out of soon and instead they just put whether they talked about WWE or they just or if it was one of MJF members that just kept coming at Punk, man. It just, like I said, I still like the fact. I still, of course, I'm like I said, I've been enjoying it, but it's, it's been pretty tired, been getting pretty tiresome. But at least something happened, I guess. But they could have done something much more with this. Finally going into until if they eventually have a match, because yeah, it's been, because like until this point it's just been played out and played out, man. With the same segment, with the same segment over and over again. So it's like you completely getting bored of it. So, but it was still, of course, nice to see them talk, come together. But it was kind of seamlessly boring to me. So, because it's the same thing over and over again. They could have put this much more. They could have done way much more. Yeah, I feel like they really completely missed the ball in this aspect. And they could have really put more heat on this. They could have had MJF could have really did something really tragic, like to CM Punk's family, or so they could have, like, come on, man, like they could have done, like come on, like go outside the fucking box other than just talking and attacking, man. Come on, we've seen that shit before. That's how, like, that shit has been done way before. That's high school 101, man. Shit, that's fucking basic storytelling. So yeah. When it comes to CM Punk and MJF, I'm pretty kind of disappointed too. Also, well, say that, like, it's AEW too, regardless, because whether they do not, regardless how to tell a story or not, which they pretty much don't know how to fucking do. But damn. So we're getting a match next. They having a match next week. Yeah, next week in his hometown. But yeah, I feel like they could have done. I feel like there's, like, much more they could have done. So before they even have their first match together, but it's AEW, and whatever they are gonna do, they're gonna completely fuck it up regardless. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Why is this match a 20-minute match? Why? Why? I'm not gonna fucking watch 20 minutes of a match of two people who I don't know nothing the fuck about. I'm pretty sure not the casuals in the audience and a casual viewers in any demographic. They're not gonna sit here and they don't know shit about these two people, because they're not, because in the beginning they're not fucking building them. And they help preach AEW how they're building stars, but they don't know nothing about these fucking two. And they had been having what, a best friend rivalry? Are you fucking kidding me? And you give this to a 20-minute match, and that's how you build story. That's how you going into a match. This is fucking ridiculous. A 20-minute match off of, like, no, who the fuck wants to see that one complete nobodies? Like I said, they're completely non-existent to anybody who in the, like, who doesn't regular. This is why they're not gonna grow. Like, this is not what you do. Like, you could have, like, they could have had, like, say, if, like, not that I give a fuck, but they could have had this story play out. Two best friends, bickering and whining back and forth and feuding with each other. You're supposed to build that story going into a pay per view. You're supposed to, like, a story takes time to build up. Well, in wrestling terms, yeah, it takes, like, time to build up. Like you gonna have, like, what, just 2 weeks of fucking story, like, you beat these rivalry between the two, and then you gonna lead it to a 20-minute match? Like, what the fuck, on a regular episode too? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh my god. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. This makes no fucking absolutely no sense. Like, why are you having a 20-minute match, and these two are not don't even they're not even fucking known. then you have that on top of the fact, and it's just like I said, like AEW's preached so much for their fucking storytelling, but like what the fuck are they doing here? Like they aren't these two aren't Adam Page and Daniel Bryanson. Like this is fucking ridiculous. Like throwing these fucking long lace matches, these out of just long ass matches out of nowhere. And like and there's no fucking no real interest going into this match. Like I'm not gonna give a fuck about this if they don't have no, like I said, they don't have any characters or there's no true story being built into it. Unfucking real. Like this absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. But they're preached so much for their fucking storytelling, and they know what, like when it comes to do, they know how to correctly book everything around going into between wrestlers in the match. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like they could like you. This is like you're not. This is not how you fucking build a rivalry and between two others too, going into a match. Like you're supposed to save that for you're supposed to save that for one huge pay per view. Like this is not how the fuck you do it. Like and best booker of the year, fuck out of here, man. I'd rather slap my fucking self sideways. Like fuck, like more like shut that shit up. 20 fucking minutes? You gotta be fucking kidding me. If you're gonna think I'm sitting through 20, damn fucking right. I'm not gonna sit through 20 fucking minutes. I don't know nothing about these two. Also the fact they have nothing else regarding to them individually. And and you have some whack ass story as far as a best friend rivalry, and that plays out to a match, a 20-minute match at that. Are you serious? And not even on the pay per view too. I said not like I said, not that I give a fuck about it, but it's like how like this is not what you do. This is whack ass and weak storytelling, misinformed at the least. Like this makes no sense, no sense. But people don't pay. Like of course the casuals and the AEW cuckolds not gonna pay attention. Like people don't. People it's like people don't pay attention to this. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Sorry I had to go off a rant there, but it's warranted. It's fucking ridiculous. Like a 20-minute it's like this makes no fucking sense. So Britt Baker just came out. She just did her usual thing, and I think I've been talking about her too. Like I said, yeah, it's just this segment also showed me too like that. I like her a little bit too. She clearly has charisma in a way she's been able to own the mic, and yeah, I enjoyed everything about it. And as far as her as just her showing that she pretty much showed that she really is a star too. You know, she just really does have it all. Besides, and yeah, that's just like but it's like I think I also mentioned before that like she really doesn't have. I'm so sorry. It's like they really had like it's like she hasn't really they haven't had her. I guess because they're like cause she hasn't been on what TV. She hasn't been really been in anything notable or anything else since in the middle of or like near the ending of 2021. I think that's because of pretty much because of how they like got their heads like stops. Also, it's probably because yeah, it's like another thing because they got so much talent to look over, so it's like pretty much a handful. Because I like you know when you get into it, like the AEW still they can sign all this talent, but it's like you still have to utilize all of them, and they're not utilizing even the ones that's actually on like that's being booked actually. They're not really using all that correctly. But AEW is the top master in storytelling, and they're saving they're saving wrestling. And I'm tired. Like let's say in general, like I'm tired of people hyping up shit, and I'm tired of people just like they put a, they put this whenever they like started watching it, and they just put this, like, or in this case AEW, like they put it on a pedestal, and they want to blow all this smoke up their asses. And it's like just like because and then when you actually, like I said, like I've said this like already, been many times before. It's like when you actually get down to it, you know, it's not what it turns out to be, and it's completely mediocre. So yeah, so I said this time that I've seen her, yeah, like I said, I enjoyed Britt Baker, but unless she's really in anything that I could find intriguing, then I don't know what she's doing. And part of just contributing to the runtime. So, but that really tells what you need to know there about when it comes to and how AEW would and actually whether they're actually running the ball or not. And it's just, yeah, it's completely all around boring. So, and that is it. We have for the main event, yeah, Adam Cole, baby, or yeah, I said it wrong. Adam Cole, baby, and versus Orange Cassidy in a lights out match. Not particularly what the fuck, not in familiar in what the fuck that match is, but I guess 'cause they said turn the lights out or anything like that. But yeah, nonetheless, they did well. They had these two actually, but they've been feuding. They've been involved in a feud together for what is it, for weeks now, months now. Like, yeah. So this actually, I guess this has somewhat going. This has something going into it. I guess. But it's like I get it, like, but you can still have the main event be like somewhat up to like 15 minutes, or have that as your TL. You'll still, like, you have a match that's really still gives the crowd, or, the audience, the community, your audience, a home ticket well deserved. But like I've been clearly, the time I've been speaking about AEW already, it's just like, they have one aspect, they have that and run with. They have the one thing they have, and they run with it. It's like they don't look at all the other aspects, all of the other lights that's out. That they have to clearly check into and see what they're missing. But because it's been the same song on repeat, and I'm getting sick of the same song. I want to change the tune. I want something different, and I'm not getting it at all. Like I said, like, you don't have to. I say you don't have to, because I know what I've been watching. So you could try to discredit my opinion all you can, because I know that's the era, and that's the cool thing to do now. But yeah, it's like I could care less about it, and I still laugh at you. So like I said, don't try to like this, like, and act like that I'm not watching, because well, what the fuck are you watching? Like, I know what I'm watching. So try to say that I'm watching, not watching it at all. So, and it's just like the same played out scenarios that keep happening, and I can care less about going into it. It's like none of these matches I care about, because there's nothing around them intriguing going on to it. There's nothing. Like, it's like completely nothing going into it. Oh, my apologies. I'm burping, but yeah, it's like, how am I supposed to get excited if there's, like I said, like, I was completely enjoying something else. But yeah, like, I get like hell a whole lot of fun doing something else than than watching this. It's like they have no like the and all. It's like everywhere, like everywhere they have like nothing else going for them. So by the end, I was completely bored, And yeah, I was just itching to get this over with, man. I was just like, I had no. It's like it's fucking boring. Like I could care less about what's going on in front of what I'm watching in front of me when I'm watching AEW. And like I said, yeah, if you like AEW, cool. Then, but you agree with me, then that's cool also. And I definitely want to hear what you don't like about AEW and what do you think they're doing wrong. But yeah, and I pretty much pointed that out also. It's like anything that's prevalent, or in any of their, you want to talk about characters or division, the wrestlers, anything. It's just that they're failing on all fronts. I say you can't have one aspect and run with it. It's like in the long run, that's going to get you nowhere. But it's like it's whatever. So that's that, and I pretty much got to get ready for because I'm back to business tomorrow. So yeah, it's a shame because they could really AEW could really be doing something much bigger, and it's like they choose not to. And it's like they could they choose to like another thing also. It's like can y'all please get rid of like WWE too, like can you get rid of, but in this case WWE, like can y'all get rid of I said in this case, but yeah, but it's just like when I'm talking about now AEW, it's like, can we please get rid of the fucking gimmick shows? Like seriously, they don't, like we had like wrestling right now has like not neither or. I'm not saying you could have like one do it once or twice, but it's like yeah, you act like they're gonna have like they have these gimmick shows as a matter if the whole world is gonna give a fuck about it. It's like or the length in the length of the show like there needs to be changes made, especially to the length time of the show and the pay per views. Like it needs to be a considerable amount to have people, a large amount of viewers to even care about wrestling again too. Also, because that everything plays a part, and it's like yeah, enough of these fucking gimmick shows because they add nothing else. They add nothing to the fucking to everything going around. As a whole. So, like, get rid of the fucking gimmick matches, please, because it's really fucking, irritating. They add nothing, completely nothing. So I'm just like completely getting fucking tired of the gimmick matches because they have no sentiment value. They add nothing to the fucking matches. The stories, the wrestlers as a whole, like nothing. Like they don't add anything at all, and I don't understand why. Like I get it why it's so probably as a market, but or just in general. But it's like get fucking serious. Like if you want real growth right now, like if like the state wrestling is in now, it's like even just like if you want real growth, or it's like the state in wrestling right now, it's like it's a complete slump, downslide slump. So it's like why would you want to contribute? You want to contribute to that downslide slump? It's like get real and you know focus on what you actually need to improve to get to a much higher status. But that's all I have for y'all. I'll see y'all because I'm still trying to get that. Of course, the Royal Rumbles prediction and something else I need to talk about. I gotta talk about it. Talk about AW again. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. See y'all once more. Hope y'all enjoyed. If whether you enjoyed Dynamite or not. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one again. Like enough with the fucking gimmick shows. Enough. Like, can we please end the fucking gimmick shows? Seriously.